Hello, everybody. This is Julie D from NordoniaHills.news, and this is Jabbering with Julie. Today is July 25th. Not sure when you're watching this. You could be watching this anytime. Most people watch the show, I would say, before Friday. So I give you guys a whole week to watch it and find it wherever you find it. We do put it on Facebook and YouTube and lots of other places. But probably our biggest audience is Facebook. So I thought I would do something a little different today. I thought I would start with a little rundown of what I'm going to talk about because I do have a lot to talk about. I know I say that most every week, but yeah, lots going on in town. And that I guess part of the reason why there's so much going on is we are unique in that we have all these communities together under one umbrella, which Northern Hills is the school district. So that's why we have what we have. So here's the rundown. I'm going to talk about some road closings that have started and will be starting. I'm going to be talking about IHOP and Panda Express coming to town. A little update on bin treasures, Walmart changes, and Macedonia had their council meeting this past week, so lots of information there. There was a ribbon cutting this past week for Peak Nano, which the company is in Macedonia. We have some new job listings to talk about, updates at Epoche, and of course the contest. So speaking of the contest, we have our contest every week, and I think sometimes I zip through it so fast that I don't explain it very well because, I do it every week. It's like old news for me, right? So we're having this summer giveaway. Every week we're giving away new stuff to people. And this week we are giving away, this is the second time we're doing this, the Jabbering with Julie mug. Get my fingers out of the way. It's two-sided. So you'll get this full of candy. The candy is from Jackson Comfort, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. And I call this the mug of fun because it's going to have candy. It has a Cane's gift card, a Dunkin' gift card, and we just added new to the mix, new to the fun, is a Casa D'Angelo gift certificate. My favorite there is their tuna mare. It is very good. Get the spicy marinara. Yum. So here's how the contest works. So now you know what it is all about. Now, how do you win it? Well, you have to watch the whole show because in the very end of the show, I will explain what you have to do to enter the contest. We will pick one person. That's our winner. And the winner picks up their mug of fun at Postnet in Macedonia. So on with the show, as they say. So behind me, as you see, and a lot of people know this already from going through there, finally Highland is closed. They talked about it for quite a while. And it's just a small section, this small section here, not far from Infinity Paving, which is right there. And just beyond there is Old 8. So I don't know if you got your bearings, but if you're coming from Route 8, going to Old 8, cutting through, you will be disappointed. I was stopped here the other day getting this picture, and at least 10 cars were turning around. Very frustrated. So hopefully now a lot of people know. I feel sad for people coming to the area and that don't know about it. There are detour signs around town, but good luck because there's some other construction going on around town. I just want to see my notes here. So again, Highland Road here is going to be closed for 120 days or so, maybe till the end of November, depending on how that works out. And starting this Wednesday, the 28th of July, they are going to be closing Twinsburg Road, the section from Walters Road to Old 8. So if you're along in that area, then you're not going to be able to go through. So, again, to recap, from Walters Road to Old 8, that section there, actually by Jackson Comfort. It'll be local access only. They're going to be working on, I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember because there's so many construction projects coming up, but it is a county project. And it'll be closed for approximately 2 weeks. Now, who knows? It may not start this Wednesday because, sometimes the dates do change, but that's as what we know right now. All right, so let's get to some fun stuff. Well, some people may think it's fun. Panda Express. We actually have the plans now for Panda Express. And you say, well, where is it? Where is Panda Express going? And I would say these plans are preliminary. They've passed Northfield Center, but because they're in the JED, they need to be run by the city of Macedonia. So again, this is preliminary. So up here we have Route 82, Aurora Road. And then over here is Golden Link. So where you come into the crossings, Macedonia Crossings Shopping Center. And again, this is across the street from Spitzer, just to get your bearings. And where my head currently is, this is where Golden Corral is, right here. And then this is where Panda Express is going to be. And then going further, this is where Panera and Panda Express. My brain has problems with that sometimes. I often confuse Chick-fil-A with Chipotle, and they're right next to each other, which, by the way, many of you probably know by now, Chick-fil-A is closed for quite an extended period during the remodel. So we cannot wait to see them when they open again and see their shiny new place. Because I don't know if you've seen some of the pictures that they've shared and we've shared, but they are gutting that Chick-fil-A. So anyways, pardon me sometimes if I say things wrong because my brain, if they're similar, doesn't know what to do. So in this spot right here, they are just marking this for future development. So they took one piece of, one area that had normally had one business, and they're going to be putting two. One we know about, which is Panda Express, and I'm not sure if they know what the second one is. They may know, and they just can't say yet. No timeline yet on Panda Express. Again, we're awaiting approval from the city of Macedonia. Okay, so, there is a lot that's going to be happening in Northfield Center in the next few years. So I don't know if you want to go get popcorn and go get some tea, coffee, whatever, kick your feet up. So here's the scoop. Meijer's is still slated to come into town. Currently, the roadblock, pardon my pun, on that project is the the access, the road going into Meijer's. So they are going back and forth with ODOT, trying to get it just the right way. And, figuring out who's going to pay for it, if it's going to be a TIF, that all still needs to be worked out. So it's not totally official that Meijer's is coming in. They haven't purchased the property, but once they get through their discussions with ODOT, that it probably will happen very shortly, where they'll purchase it and start digging. So you're just going to have to stick with me on that. It could start, going late into the fall year, or it could be spring, but it'll take approximately 18 months to complete it. So because Meijer's is coming into town, it's kind of creating a bunch of other things to happen. In fact, Panda Express is interested in this area because of Meijer coming in and our current traffic counts. So probably at some point, Route 82 in Northfield Center will have to widen. No plans currently from ODOT on that, but it's just, it's just inevitable. So some businesses along Route 82 are going to be making changes in anticipation of that. Just think about it. If you have a business along that way, something is coming, you'd rather prepare for it and make some changes if you can ahead of time. So I will be talking about some of those projects in future shows because there's only so much I can back into what. And I must thank Northfield Center Town Hall and Don Saunders for all of these information and the plans. They are very busy there. And there's a lot more coming. Like I said, this is just basically the tip of the iceberg. And, like Don Saunders said, in 3 to 5 years, you won't even recognize Northfield Center, especially along the Route 82 corridor. So that is that. All right. So the next thing, since we're talking about businesses, I just want to give you a little update on Bin Treasures. I was there this Saturday and they have a lot of cool stuff. They have like this tie-dye kit. Now it's always, the thing. It's like I could talk about something they have at Bin Treasures and they could be all out. But what I do know is they always have furniture. And actually this past Saturday, he had a sidewalk sale. So he had a lot of furniture out on the sidewalk. But there's always furniture there to purchase. If you're looking for a stand or a chair or a bed or a desk, they have some great deals there. And you have to check it out for yourself. They also wanted me to tell you that they are having a school supply sale. So all the school supplies are on sale. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure I got the right information for you. So all of the school supplies at Bin Treasures are 50 cents until they're gone. And craft supplies, you can take your own kitchen garbage bag that's 13 quarts and fill it for $1. Or if you don't have a bag, they have a bag there that that you can fill and it'll cost $2. So that is very cool. So anyways, and they're always having some kind of raffle to win something. I know just recently someone won a drone. So you'll have to look for that. Bin Treasures, in case you don't know, they're in Northfield Center. I'm sorry, so many Northfields. Northfield Village, in the previous location of the Dolphin Restaurant. Not too far from the B&B and all that other fun stuff over there. In fact, in the future, I do have some businesses coming to the village that I will be telling you about. So you're just gonna have to keep watching my shows because every week it's jam-packed with new stuff. All right, so let's see here. Well, I don't have a picture of this next thing because so let me tell you, people, every Saturday I go to Walmart to go shopping. And I talked about last week how they moved all the food around. And so anyways, it's an ongoing process and they're going to be putting in new registers. Self-checkout registers and getting rid of most of the registers where they have attendants with them. But it's even more than that now. If you go there now, the existing self-checkouts are card only. So if you go to Walmart and you want to pay with cash, you have to use a regular register. So anyways, I was looking for deodorant and the aisle that had deodorant was like totally gone. Like the shelving unit was totally not there. So I found out that they moved it over by the home and garden section, kind of over where you would normally get the gift cards and the school supplies and things like that. That whole area is soon to be where the pharmacy will be, and the pharmacy is moving all of the stuff around it. So a lot of the, cosmetics and fingernail polish, by the way, I fixed them. Thank you very much. Those type of items have now moved over and will be, the ones that haven't moved will be moving over there. So I don't know if that section is going to have more food selection Oh, I don't know, but I think they're supposed to have everything done in October, hopefully. But I did do a little reconnaissance, and I went to the Streetsboro Walmart to check out the cash registers there. And they're really nice. The new registers that they're going to put in Macedonia are supposed to be similar to that. And the Streetsboro store is much bigger than ours. I don't know if it's newer, but anyways, I'm just warning you, if you want to go to Macedonia Walmart in the next few weeks, it's things might not be where they normally are. So stay tuned on that, because I plan on going there every Saturday anyway, just to see the mess. I shouldn't say see the mess. I should say see the progress. We try to have a positive spin, right? And the same thing with construction. We know construction is a pain, but when it's all said and done, it's usually much nicer. You may recall years ago when Macedonia was all torn up, widening the road, repaving all the roads, and it was orange barrels everywhere. But now it is really nice when you drive around town. And they still have some other roads that they're going to pave, but it is much better. Oh, it reminds me, Macedonia is going to, now this is next year, going to be repaving Highland from the Valley View Highland intersection going east to basically Chamberlain. And that's going to be in spring of next year. So a lot of people use Shepherd Highland as a cut through, and you'll have to find an alternative for that. No exact timeline on that, but holy macaroni, that is going to be for some people in the area, which is of course me. It's definitely going to impact us. But again, construction is good news. All right, so we talked a little bit about Macedonia and some of their changes. They had, well, I should say some of their construction project, but we had a council meeting for the first time since the pandemic. I'm not sure if they had one last month. If they had it in person, I missed it. But a lot of stuff happened at the council meeting. So one of the cool things is there's actually a new building commissioner, and he's way over here. And his name is, where are my notes? Building Commissioner Bob Rodick. So it was his first council meeting. And then I think last week I already talked about Leon. He's the new service director. Of course, Joe has still been there. And then I can't point, Jason Chaddock. This is his first council meeting in person. Obviously, these guys have been, and gals have been meeting on Zoom. And then, of course, we have John, and then we have Chief Ripley, Chief John Golden, Annette, and then obviously Bob. So that was all of those new department heads together for the first time and not on Zoom. So let's talk about something else. Speaking of people coming and going, it was very sad to see Chip Davis retiring. It's good for him, but his wealth of knowledge in the city of Macedonia, he was definitely very knowledgeable. And they were saying that he helped put the wiring in for the city hall. And it wasn't just in the fire department. He worked in the service department, and obviously knows a lot about fixing things and making things work. And just our heart just goes out to Chip. We're going to miss him, and we just hope he enjoys his retirement and doesn't take on too many projects like some people do when they retire. But it was like a happy sad kind of thing. But congratulations to him. And let's see, what else do we have? There's going to be more events and everything I'll announce at the next meeting. Again, I just didn't want to pack too much into this one. Let's move on to In Macedonia this past week, there was a ribbon cutting for Peak Nano. They have actually been in town for, I think, like a year, but because of COVID, they couldn't have the grand opening ribbon cutting. And let me tell you, they gave us a tour of the facility, and you may say, well, what do they do? They do, I'm going to change the picture here. They make optics and film for lots of different industries. For example, they make optics for binoculars that are used in the military, and they use film. In fact, some of their film innovation makes it possible for Tesla vehicles to be lighter and have less systems. For example, they have capacitors that are normally larger, and now because of the innovation that Peak Nano is working on, the capacitors are now smaller, more lightweight, and do not need additional cooling systems. So that's just a little snippet of what they do. We are working on a story where we're going to talk more about it, but we must applaud them for choosing Macedonia. They were originally, really looking hard at moving to Texas, but there was a lot of things that Macedonia had to offer for them. Easy access to the freeway and in close proximity to some of their partners, like Case Western Reserve, which they originally had this technology, and Peak Nano purchased from Case Western, and they still work with them on some patents and some other dealings. So wasn't just that though. I guess the flooring in this facility, which was previously for a steel company, and then I think after that it was Blackburn Hubcaps, if you know where that is, on Roll and Hold Way. I guess the concrete floor had to be like so thick, maybe like 13 inches or something like that, to house this facility. They have a clean room. When you're working with optics, you can't have like a dust particle. They have robotics, and they're going to be moving some of their other facilities into this location. So just to give you one other picture, this is some of the scrap left from the optics that they cut. So it's just, again, wait till you see the story about it. It's really a great company, and so proud that we have them here in Macedonia. All right, and next I wanted to talk about one of my favorite subjects besides food is Epoche. I don't know if you've seen the information that we posted out and talked about on my show, but they are on Market Wagon, and this is one of their surf and turf meals that you can get. For our area, they utilize Market Wagon in the Northeast Ohio area. If you order by Tuesday at midnight, you will have this wonderful food on your doorstep Thursday before 1 o'clock. And it's not just Epoche's food. They also have stuff from farms, from artisans all over Northeast Ohio. So you can get some zucchini and, maybe some jam. And of course, you're going to be jamming if you have your Epoche. But there's just so much in Market Wagon, and, it's revolutionizing how people get food. So, there's lots of upheaval and renovation and evolution and in the restaurant industry, and a lot of people are getting food delivered to their home. And it's not just zucchini and tomatoes. Like I said, you can actually get meals, and there's salsas available, pico de gallo. Just go on Market Wagon. You're just gonna have to pace yourself because you're gonna want everything. And how is it delivered? It's delivered in a tote on your doorstep. So I've actually used it myself, and everything was delicious. You just have to warm it up, however you like to warm it up. So now I would like to talk about some jobs. If you go to our jobs page, I'll put the link in the description. Cerna Construction is looking for a mechanic, a roller man operator, CDL Class A drivers. And then as usual, the school district's looking for bus drivers. Jackson Comfort is looking for lots of different people. If you are looking for a really nice job in a really nice company and you don't have any specific skills that Jackson Comfort is looking for, you can actually learn and earn while you learn and have a great career with them. Jeannie's Gems always looking for CAP volunteers. Regency Roofing is looking for Regency Roofing Shake Masters, if I could talk, that would be great, is looking for help as well. I mean, really all around town, you look, everybody has hiring signs out. And, obviously some people that were utilizing college help, well, happily, the kids are going off to college. Hopefully they'll be able to do it non-virtual. The the verdict is still not in on that. I don't know how this fall is going to look. So anyways, we have survived through the show. And now I just want to tell you about the contest. Again, you get a mug of fun, which will include Jabbering with Julie mug. And filled with candy from Jackson Comfort. Jackson Comfort also is supplying the Canes card and the Duncan card. And Casa D'Angelo is providing a gift certificate, $25 worth of Casa D'Angelo food, which is delicious. So what do you have to do to win? Well, let me tell you. All right. I want you to post in the comments, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a way to post in the comments. If you're watching on Facebook, post in the comments. I will track everybody down that is entering. And all you have to do to enter is post in the comments the last restaurant that you bought food from. It doesn't matter if it's like takeout or a sit-down place or you had delivered. You might even want to say Market Wagon. I'm just kind of interested to see, the broad spectrum, how far out, first of all, I guess you should say where you live and where you got your food. So it'll be kind of interesting. Is people sticking close to home or are they going out now because they can? And I must say, I was picking up pizza at Pizza Hut the other day for my fam and saw a red truck, and the lady and gentleman in the truck said that they were fans of the show. So I don't know their names, but I just want to give them a shout out. And they said that they love watching the show. So hey to the people in the red truck. It was a very mighty fine truck too. I shall say that. I love red, so it was a very nice truck. So anyways, that is enough of that. Wouldn't you say? Yes. So I saved more tidbits and more fun for next week, and you'll thank me for that. So have a great week. Bye, everybody.